Ford is doing a major pivot with the F-150 Lightning. The all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning is officially dead, and a 700-mile replacement is coming. Let's get into it. We have the Motor Trend article here, and let's jump right into it. What is going on, boys and girls? If you guys are rocking with the content, make sure you hit the thumbs up and the subscribe for your boy. Let's jump right into it. And it says, taking a page from the Ram's playbook, Ford says it will make the next generation F-150 Lightning pickup an extended range hybrid. It's not fully electric anymore, giving the electric truck more range and greater towing capability. We have a kind of like an ad here. This is the F-150 Platinum. Look, I think the F-150 Lightning is cool. What it used to represent from back in the days, the famous Paul Walker F-150 Lightning, it's not what it is now. You know, I think the F-150 Lightning, at least Ford should have given it two models. The all-electric, powerful one that we see nowadays, it's really good. It comes in handy. You know, I bash EV cars here a lot, but I think this truck is really good, and Ford did a really good job on it. But I think they've also should have given us an F-150 Lightning with a Coyote in it, maybe a supercharged Coyote, kind of bringing back what the F-150 Lightning used to be like. And it says, in doing so, the pure electric Lightning, as we currently know, it's dead. The automaker has already ceased production. Ford is using the road plan to make F-Series with internal combustions now, and what it was originally intended, a temporary move. We now know that the permanent move is a shift to an extended range electric vehicle, a hybrid known as EREV, where the gas engine acts solely as a generator. Isn't this funny? In a world where we're trying to save gas or go electric, or save the planet, or we still have to rely on gas. And you know what? With this administration, with this Donald Trump administration, I'm actually grateful that he backed up those EV mandates, because everyone was supposed to have an EV by 2030. And that to me sounds like communism. That to me sounds like socialism. You want to offer an EV and you want to sell it, and you want to sell it to that person that thinks they're making a dent in the atmosphere or saving the planet, then by all means go ahead and buy it. But don't cut it all, and don't make me have to buy an EV by 2030. But at the end of the day, with this whole EV, save the atmosphere, go green, you still have to rely on gas. So now you got this technology where it's called EREV, where the gas engine acts solely as a generator. It will eventually be built in Dearborn, but Ford is not providing timing on when will it be available for purchase. And it says, sounds familiar? This mimics what crosstown rival Stellantis did with the Ram brand. Initially, the Ram was to launch a pure battery electric truck called the REV, as well as an EREV called the Ram Charger. But the market for fully electric trucks has looked pretty squishy off lately, as evidenced by poor sales of the Ford Lightning. So Ram delayed, then killed the plans for the REV, putting in all its eggs on the Ram Charger REV basket. There's only so much limited market and so much limited people that are willing to buy this EV. And with the past administration, with Biden, that every company was pretty much pushed to make all these EVs, it knew it was a shot in the foot, because not everyone likes EVs. Not everyone wants to buy EVs, and the numbers don't lie. And you have to reinvent yourself. If I would have been a company, I wouldn't have given any of a shot, to be honest. Ford is now doing the same thing. The difference, Ford is much more expensive. Ford is a much more expensive pivot, given that it already launched the Lightning and was well into development of a new generation EV Lightning due in a few years. Ford will take a financial hit of $19.5 billion. The change in direction will pay off, says Andrew Frick, president of Ford Blue and Ford Model E. The decision was customer driven, and Ford is looking at the way the market is today, not what it was predicted 5 years ago. Anybody could have told you that. He says, customers today want vehicles that are affordable and provide the range they need for their lifestyle needs. To that end, the Lightning EREV will have more than 700-mile range, and Ford will stay introducing its family of more affordable EVs in 2027, with a small pickup as the first model. By 2030, Ford expects half of its global volume to be hybrid EREV and EVs. From 17% now, the lineup will be profitable. Look, I wish them the best. I think if at the end of the day, they give you a fast V8 vehicles like the Mustang, and the Mustang GT and all that stuff. And then you have an EV lineup. And then you have the F-150 internal combustion. And then you have the Lightning, which is electric. Then by all means, if it works out, then fine. But I still think that people are going to want a sedan that's not EV. I still think there's a huge market, a way bigger market for than an actual EV sedan. So I think putting all your eggs in a basket on mostly your lineup being EVs, I don't know. I wouldn't know how that could work out. Adding to the profitability, Ford will get into battery storage business rather than idle its joint venture battery plant in Kentucky and Michigan. It will use them and their license to make LFP batteries to get into the energy storage business and capitalize on demand from growing number of data centers among the other grid customers. These plans were to build batteries for the next generation of large electric vehicles known as T3, a program that has now been canceled. It will mean layoffs for the battery joint venture employees now, including 1,600 at the Kentucky One battery plant. Ford will then hire 2,100 workers to start shipping 20 GWH storage system in 2027. The same goes for the Marshall, Michigan plant. More trucks, SUVs, and vans are also on the card. Ford plans to add jobs at the Ohio plant that makes commercial vans and will add new gas and hybrid vans. Look, I wish all the best on Ford. I think the new F-150 with this new EREV extended range is going to be great. But at the end of the day, you see that we still fall back into gas. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll see you on the next one.